So my former employer is at it again. Essentially, this time what they're doing is they are promoting the homosexual agenda. What do I mean by that? Well, on their website, now mind you, they have the ability to remain neutral. What do I mean by that? We have other agencies in this area, which I am promoting as alternatives to my former employer. Some of these are Family Services of Bucks County, Meraki, formerly NHS, and Lenape Valley Foundation of Bucks County. These are legitimate mainstream alternatives to Penndel mental health, all of which, to the best of my knowledge, are neutral on the issue of the homosexual agenda. Okay? Penndel mental health, not so much. And I'm going to leave it, it's at the top link, you follow it, go to their news, follow it down a couple, I think it's 3 down, and they're celebrating Pride Month. They have the capability of being neutral on this. They choose to celebrate Pride Month. Now, what I'm explaining is, I know there's a lot of Muslims that work at Penndel Mental Health, and probably some Christians. And what I would say is, if you are a devout Christian or a devout Muslim, how can you work at an agency that is openly and blatantly basically promoting homosexuality and celebrating homosexuality, which is against both Islam and Christianity? Okay? Now, that's, obvious. But what I would say to parents that are concerned about their children that have gender dysphoria or are troubled by homosexual issues, do you want your child going to a place like Penndel Mental Health Center where the therapists are probably going to affirm these children's delusions? Okay? That's what I would like to say. Now, I truly, and I think there's tons of proof, and I'm going to leave links in the description, I believe homosexuality is a choice. Okay? I don't believe it's my place to tell somebody that they can or cannot be a homosexual. Okay? That's not my place. I am all for people that want to be gay, they should be gay. If somebody doesn't want to be gay, they should have the right to seek out therapeutic alternatives to mainstream therapy to help, which it is mainstream therapy, to help them get back on track. Now, a lot of people will say conversion therapy is ineffective. So is therapy. Generally speaking, therapy is ineffective. But I'm going to leave a link to the former head of the Psychological Association that points out that homosexuality was removed from the DSM for completely political reasons. It was put in there for completely political reasons, and it was taken out for completely political reasons. Now, the thing is, even though homosexuality is a life choice, there's no denying that a lot of people that make these so-called life choices are victims themselves, either victims of a drug addiction, or victims of sexual abuse, or victims of some nature. Also, if you work with homosexuals, like I did when I worked at Penndel Mental Health, you will notice that homosexuals tend to be extremely disturbed individuals. I'm not saying that homosexuals all are disturbed individuals, but I am saying that homosexuals tend to be more, they tend to have mental illness more prominently when they are homosexual than when they're not homosexual. Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain here. And I think that it behooves the people that are the caretakers of these individuals to help them and not put them into an agency that is going to confirm these dangerous lifestyles. Okay? Now, this is not the only time Penndel Mental Health has promoted anti-Christian and anti-Islamic viewpoints. When I worked there, there was a gentleman from Liberia or Nigeria, one of the areas in Africa. And he was a student intern that was promoting, he actually asked the people if they were pro-abortion or anti-abortion. And the one girl was anti-abortion because she was a devout, well, she wasn't devout, but she was a Satanist, and she was a Republican. And as people know, Satanism, LaVeyan Satanism, is against abortion. It is pro-life. And the other thing is that although it doesn't officially take a stance. If you read the Satanic Bible, the Church of Satan is pro-life, not pro-choice. Although officially the Church of Satan does not take a stance. My point is this gentleman who was majoring in public health had the audacity to ask these clients that were in the acute partial hospital. Okay, so these are people that just got out of active hospitalization for things like being suicidal or severely depressed or other things that had them in inpatient facilities. This is the next step out of an inpatient facility, acute partial hospital. And this gentleman from, I think it was Liberia, who was majoring in public health. I'm not going to say his name because he's probably moved on and he's probably not necessarily a danger to our community anymore because he probably went back to Africa. But my point is he had the audacity to ask everybody their opinion on abortion, what their opinion was on abortion, and proceeded to tell the one person that was pro-life that she was stupid. This isn't a mental health therapy group. These are the attitudes promoted by this organization. They promote a homosexual agenda on their website, and they are promoting an anti-life agenda in their therapeutic groups. Okay? This is the mentality of this place. Okay? It is an anti-Christian, anti-Muslim, anti-satanic, anti-human organization. Okay? That's just the facts. That's not even none of this is made up. Now, to go further, as I said, they are not the only gig in town. You have Family Services, which is Family Services of Bucks County, which is neutral on the gay agenda. You have Meraki, or what used to be NHS, which is neutral on the gay agenda. And you have Lenape Valley Foundation, which is, at least on these people's homepages, are all neutral on the homosexual anti-Christian agenda. Okay? There are also, at the bottom of my description, you will find links to help you find Christian therapists in the area. Okay? So you can go to a Christian counselor that will help you with biblical messages. Okay? Biblical therapy to help you overcome mental illness. And you will also find a link to the Church of Scientology in Philadelphia. And you will find a link to a website that allows you to contact orthomolecular psychiatrists that treat mental illness with nutritional therapies, such as taurine, glycine, niacin, B-complex vitamins, vitamin C, etc. Now, I do think it's important to end this video with the fact that I am not a doctor, I am not a medical professional, I am not a mental health professional. I did work at this organization, okay? I did see what goes on at this organization being Penndel Mental Health. This organization is an anti-Christian organization. It is anti-conservative. When I say anti-Christian, I'm saying that meaning anti-conservative. I am not a Christian. I am not pretending to be a Christian. I am socially conservative. However, I don't believe that it's my right to use the law to enforce conservative ideals. However, it is every conservative in Bucks County's right to not attend a place that promotes an anti-conservative message, an anti-straight, heterosexual, heteronormative message, an anti-life message. It is your right as a Bucks County resident not to go to Penndel Mental Health Center and to explore any one of these alternatives. However, like I said, Family Services, Lenape Valley, Meraki, neutral on the homosexual agenda. Okay? But what I would state is mental health does tend to be very inundated with radical leftists. Okay? That is something that you need to understand too. So that's why I gave the links to other alternative forms like Christian counseling, the Church of Scientology, and orthomolecular psychiatrists. I do want people to follow the links, read the links. I'm not making this crap up, not making it up. Okay, that's what you need to understand. This is not made up. Oh, another link is hypnotherapy. I also gave people links to hypnotherapists in Bucks County and what hypnotherapy is. What people really do not grasp with mental health is where hypnotherapy works with things like smoking cessation, phobias, and things of that nature. Talk therapy fails miserably. Okay? You can be in cognitive behavioral therapy for 60 years and never find out why you're afraid of flying or be able to get on a plane. You can go to a hypnotist one, two, or three times and you'll be fine. So my point is, and hypnotherapy can be used for a lot of things, like pain management. These are all supported by science. Hypnotherapy is supported by science. Psychology, psychoanalysis is not supported by science. The reproducibility problem in psychology is real. Psychology is not science. Psychotherapy is not science. That's the truth. Follow the links in the description and have a great day.